Light goes on. They're racing, and he wasted no time either with Devoted Star. She was absolutely slung-shot out of the gates from the inside, led easily from Irritable Rodney. Next stop, the Moon is Garp. To go up now and take the lead here through the first 200 though. And so next stop, the Moon cruises to the front from Irritable Rodney, Devoted Star. Behind them is Marley's I'm Pretty, followed further back then on the inside Temptation, back with Flying Machine, and between those is Glamour Pact. They went past the 1,000 and next stop, the Moon was cruising along for As a Party. On top and in control, a length and a half clear of Irritable Rodney. I'm Pretty, the grey, strides around the outside at the 800. A length and a half away on the inside, Devoted Star. A further 3/4 to Marley's, and then for Lion Machine, which has Temptation tucked up on its inside, and back there a length off those is Glamour Pact. And so in this order they went past the 500. Coming down the side of the course, and next stop, the Moon will open up any tick of the clock, leading the way to the home turn by a length on Irritable Rodney. A move coming now from I'm Pretty. Marley's Pike goes to work on Devoted Star with plenty of room to come through if good enough, and then Glamour Pact and Marley's down past the 250. Next stop, the Moon, joined quickly by Devoted Star. Devoted Star dashed up, hit the front. Glamour Pact is in pursuit on the outside. 100 to go. Pike's got the Persuader out on the leader. The favourite Devoted Star's in front, and she'll be willed to the line to win it. Devoted Star beat Glamour Pact. Marley's third, and then 2 or 3 lengths Irritable Rodney beaten off. Temptation battled away pretty well from next stop, the Moon, and I'm Pretty fading, and the last of them to greet the judges for Lion Machine. Devoted Star's the winner. Devoted Star, the Alma Her mare. She ends a little bit of a spell from the winners list today after being 420 days since her last victory. And she's got through this today. Just a little pre-race jitters there with the vet check, but all good to go. And she has delivered from Glamour Pact and Marley's in third placing. And a gap back there, fourth, maybe Irritable Rodney, a nose in front of Temptation. Well, she got out like a rocket, Devoted Star, landing in front. She was always going to hand up, though, with next stop, the Moon, Irritable Rodney, rolling forward soon afterwards, but she enjoyed a pretty good run all of the way. She had a ton of room to get through after they'd headed for the judge, and she let down very sharply. Owned by Peters Investments, by Alma Her from Favourite Star, for Team Williams and Willie Pike. 3/4 was the winning margin, and a short neck second and third. The 1400 running 1:26.89 on soft 6 ground, 35.62 the last 600. Glamour Pact is second. Good performance coming from last there. The Cole Webster trained mare by Oratorio from Glamour Scene for Bill and Patricia Robinson. Troy Turner in the saddle, and 5 Marley's by Smug from Charlize Amy for Miss L. Dupre, trained by George Dupre, ridden by Jordan Turner. 4th, 7, Irritable Rodney. I'm Pretty didn't come on. Temptation produced a handy run. First up, 1400 with the big weight that she had to contend with. Race 4, the Glenroy Chaff Handicap over 2,200 is the next event on our card. There are no changes to come there. Let's go back to the yard, and she ends a little bit of a drought here this afternoon, Devoted Star. Britt?
By Devoted Star. Can't see Bob Peters here today, actually. Maybe watching from home. But Scott, this is a mare that admittedly has been a little bit hard to catch, but has an almighty first up record. And I think that's been the concern for this horse deeper into her preparation. So really good to see some good consistent racing coming out of her.
Is just trying to keep her sound. If you go back through her career record, this is the first campaign, I'll stand corrected, but it's one of the first campaigns where she's ever had more than 2 runs in the preparation. And you go back through it, and every now and then you see Devoted Star nominated, accepted, scratched, and it's normally something to do with feet trouble. So she's definitely been fighting an uphill battle throughout her career just to get her to the races. But when she does turn up, like she did there, she can let down very, very well. Interested to see what Willie says about what happened in behind the gates, but it looked like they loaded her in with the barrier blanket, backed her out, so she may have just kicked out a little bit in the machine, but definitely, as we saw there, her best is always good enough to win races like this on a Saturday.
Yeah, there would have been a few nervous moments, not just for Bob Peters, but the punters as well. She was well supported late in betting. She was backed into about $3 favourite, and then, of course, just had to undergo that vets examination prior to the start of the race, but was given a all clear to run, and luckily so, because she's been able to race really nice and finish off well in the end, and able to bring up a victory at just her 17th career start and her 4th career victory. So an only lightly raced 6-year-old mare by Almaher that obviously, as you said, has had her issues throughout in terms of just keeping her sound, and we can see that just by the very short length of campaigns that she has had. But really good to be able to see her get some consistent racing in, and perhaps a bit of give out of the ground is generally always helpful for horses if they do have soundness issues. Willie Pike off the scales. He's with Scott.
He is, Willie. We're always going to be harsh on this mare. We're thinking about Enticing Star and being the half-sister, but she's unfairly judged. But when she puts it all together, she's a pretty handy mare on her day.
Yeah, I suppose just the inconsistency sometimes gets us a little bit upset with her, but I think if you actually look at her record, she does her best, and when she strikes the right races, she's right in the finish.
Speaking of striking things, what happened in before the race?
Yeah, she kicked the back of the barriers, so the vet wanted to get out and have a check of her, make sure she was okay. She trotted up good, and yeah, we're happy to go around.
Must have been happy with the run you were getting.
Yeah, look, I think she set the race up for herself out the gate. She doesn't normally begin like that, and when she did, I was, yeah, I don't know what mood she was in, but it was a good one.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Willie Pike winning on Devoted Star, who just took a bit of skin off that leg in kicking out at the barriers there, but luckily was able to start and able to win today for Grant Alana Williams and William Pike.
This is where I wanna be with you, your arms wrapped around me and fireworks reflecting in